wizard, the mightiest of mighties, the greatest, most powerful, and the most genuine of real and true wizards. A wizard above scrutiny, with no covert agenda or subversive intention whatsoever. A wizard of the highest moral rectitude. He's just a really good, solid wizard, everyone. And now, here he is, the wizard.
Schönen guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Parlour of Prestidigitation. My name is Georges Robert, magician, mentalist, and if you speak to my 9-year-old son, I am a wizard. Tonight you will see marvels that obfuscate the will, charm the imagination, and confound the mind. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Generally, when you think of a magician, you may think of a top hat, a fluffy white rabbit, or playing cards. There's a reason for this. Playing cards were introduced into Europe around the 14th century, and soothsayers, conjurers, fortune tellers, magicians immediately took to them, perhaps by their mystical qualities or their interesting characteristics. I'll demonstrate. The primary colors are red and black. Perhaps that represents night and day. There are 4 suits: spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. There are 4 seasons in a year. There are 13 cards per suit. There are 13 lunar cycles in a year. There are 12 court cards, or picture cards as we know them. There are 12 months in the Gregorian calendar. There are 52 cards in a deck, 52 weeks. And this is the fun part. You're going to do this when you get at home. If you count the individual spots, or as we call them, pips, count them all and count 10 for the picture cards, you will come up with 364. Hence the Joker. 365, and you always get that extra card in the deck. That might represent leap year. What? And isn't that interesting? You're like, yeah, you're going to go home and try it, aren't you? Buy a deck of cards in the gift shop. Okay. So, what's your name, sir?
Tony.
Tony, is this your first night at the Magic Castle?
No, it's his first night.
It's his first time? Then I will pick on you. Tony, why don't you come up and join?
Ah!
Why don't you hold his table? Oh, you can put the cocktail on the ground. Okay. Stand over here in the best light. Tony, thank you. Are you a poker player?
Used to. A little
Used to?
Yeah.
Do you have any money with you? No, come closer with me. Okay, an American poker deck. You know the difference between a king and a 2 and a 3 and a 4?
Yes.
Okay. In a moment, I'm going to fan out the cards,
Right.
and you're going to take a group. It's German for group of cards.
All right.
You're not going to take them individually, take them as a group, okay? 5 cards from the top, from the bottom, from the middle. Let's get a little fancy here. Okay. Top, from the bottom, from the middle, right there. That's good. Let's see. Is that 5? What do you think?
Yeah, 5.
Bless you. Good. Okay. Keep them close to the vest. That's an old American saying. Close to the vest. Don't look at them until we do this. This is an asbestos and lead paint. Okay. In the family for 2 generations. Okay. You're here.
Yep.
Everyone's here. I'm going to go this way. So, I'm facing away from you.
Okay.
I am blindfolded. Go ahead and look at your cards.
All right.
But keep them in a fan like this close so people can't imagine that someone's peeking or cheating or anything like that. Okay. The most important thing is you have them in an open fan so you can see them. Yes?
Yep.
Doing good?
Yes.
Okay, you're looking at the cards left to right, right to left. Could you remove from your hand and show everybody in the parlor the Queen of Clubs? I'm guessing it's the Queen of Clubs. Is it the Queen of Clubs? Okay, good. All right. Okay, 4 cards. Ooh, the Ace of Clubs.
Wow.
You guys rehearsed this.
About 20 minutes ago. Okay, 3 cards.
Yes.
Take out the 5 of spades. We won't use that.
Wow.
Okay. All right, we have 2 cards.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 2 cards. Concentrate on 1 card. We have 2, but I want you to put all your attention on 1 card. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Just 1 card.
Yes.
There's 2 cards. Focus on 1, please.
Yes.
who's... I see what you're doing.
You see what you're doing.
I'm confused. Are you focusing on a jack?
Yes.
Is it the jack of spades or the jack of hearts? Oh, no, it's a jack of hearts and jack of clubs.
Yes.
Yes, there are two jacks. Show us everybody. Yeah. That's what I was confused. Yeah. This is my last show tonight. There's a little poker table out here. Anybody feeling lucky? No, we wouldn't do that. Wouldn't we? Okay, so is this your first time?
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
Martin's first time. I always love enhancing that first experience for you. Thank you right here to see that line. It's the best lighting. Everyone can see you in the best light. Okay, this is the poker deck. I'm going to fan through the deck, and you're going to verify for everyone on the parlor that all the cards are in fact face up. And that will make sense to everyone. Yes, how are we doing? Yes?
Yep,
Okay.
looks great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand these cards to you. You're going to hold them in your hand like this. You're not going to have to do anything difficult or embarrassing. You're just going to divide the cards or cut the cards like so and complete the cut. All right? Please. It's called my Magic Castle sobriety test. He has 2 cocktails right there, so... Yes. One more time. One more time.
Oh, shaky
We're only allowed
ground.
to do
Shaky
that. We're only
ground.
allowed to do that on the night, the late shows. Okay, hold that right there, hold that right there. I'm going to get the jokers to demonstrate. Hold the cards like this in your hand. It's called a mechanics grip. And then take them and bring them behind your back like so. Like this, I'll show you like that. Okay, good. Now, facing the parlor, keeping the cards behind your back, just using your sense of touch. I'll show you here like this. I want you to lift the top card without looking. Turn it face up.
Yep.
And place it somewhere in the middle of the deck. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, so you want to turn around?
Do it behind your back. You do this.
Yep.
You do this. You do this. Make sense?
Yes.
Good. And when you're done, just let me know. It's not easy.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Square up the edges so we know where you put it. And to further confuse everyone in the room, when you bring the cards out, make sure your hand, the deck is face up. So go ahead and bring them out, and then turn the deck face up. Round of applause. It's not easy. Okay. Blinding lights. Everyone's judging you. No, it's okay. You turned a card over behind your back.
Yes.
So we have a face down card and a face up deck.
Yep.
You have no idea what the card is, right?
Correct, yeah. No clue.
I was reading your mind, and I could see what you see, right?
Please pick it totally.
So to tell you what that card is, if I read your mind right now, I have no idea.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. Look, the card. So technically, if we're splitting hairs, to tell you what that card is, I'm predicting the future. All right? And do lottery numbers after the show, $20 a lottery. Okay, so let me go into the future and look. I'm back. You turned over the 5 of clubs.
I have no clue.
I know, you're gonna look. In the future, you fanned out the cards, found the face down one, and showed it to everybody. Go ahead. 5
Where did I put this
It's
thing?
in there somewhere, right? It would be face down. It'd be real easy to find.
Oh, where did it go?
It's in your shoe. It's in your shoe? No.
Okay, hold on.
They're old cards. They're probably stuck together.
Okay, give me.
There it
Oh,
is.
here we go.
You look first to make sure we got it right. What was it again?
What was it?
Show everybody. You're a magician. Thank you so much. Watch your cocktails, baby.
You're a witch.
What did I do?
You're a witch.
Not a witch. He doesn't weigh the same as a duck.
Do I float? Do I float?
Yes. Very small rocks.
Churches. Oh, we're going off on a tangent. Be careful what you wish for. It's a common phrase?
Yes.
In 1901, a British sergeant major was returning home from his tour in India. He was sitting down to dinner with his friends, Mr. and Mrs. White, and their grown son, Herbert. After dinner, they retired to the parlor. The sergeant major removed an unusual object from his pocket. a talisman, a severed monkey's paw, cursed by an Indian fakir to grant its bearer 3 wishes. The sergeant major attempted to put the monkey's paw in the fire, but Mr. White quickly retrieved it, fascinated by its potential. Later that evening, Mrs. White and Herbert teased Mr. White into making a wish. Being a modest man, Mr. White wished for £200, the exact amount to pay off his home. The next afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. White were horrified to learn that Herbert was killed in a factory accident, and the company was delivering compensation in the sum of £200. Several weeks after the funeral, Mrs. White, almost mad with grief, begged her husband to wish for their son to return from the grave. Late that night, footsteps were heard on the front walk. They dragged closer, then closer, until a light rapping was heard at the front door. Mrs. White sprang out of bed and ran down the stairs, but Mr. White, having identified the mutilated remains of his son, realized the horrible mistake he's made. While Mrs. White was drastically trying to open up the top bolt of the door, Mr. White was scrambling in the dark, searching for the monkey's paw. The light rapping turned into a very loud pounding. Mr. White found the monkey's paw, made his final wish, just as Mrs. White was opening the door to discover no one was there. Tonight, with your participation, we are going to make 3 wishes. I would like to direct your attention to the locked chest hanging from the ceiling here. Before you were seated, I wrote a note. I sealed the note in an envelope. I put the note in a container, put the container in the box, and locked it and hoisted it up, and then Christopher seated you all. Before we continue, I need one very important object. Guess what it is already?
Talisman.
A monkey. Gonna make some wishes here. Let's see. You want to make a wish? You don't want to touch it? You want to make a wish? It's petrified. It's perfectly safe. It's perfectly safe. If you had the opportunity to meet someone in the present, in the past, alive, deceased, someone from history, if you wanted to refer to literature or film and meet Peter Pan or Alice in Wonderland, who would you wish to meet? Anyone. You can help. Huh? Yeah, you already know her. Peter Pan. I didn't lead you. Peter Pan's good, right? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Peter Pan? I love Peter Pan. Okay, Peter Pan. You're going to meet Peter Pan. Where does he live?
Neverland.
Okay, let's see. 4th row up on the end, the young lady. Hi.
Hi.
Want to make a wish? If you had the opportunity to travel anywhere in the world, someplace in the present, someplace in the past, if you had the opportunity to, say, visit, relive a historical event, or if you wanted to refer to literature or film and travel to Neverland or Hogwarts, where would you wish to go? Didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Did you hear it?
Torrance.
Torrance.
California. I love that answer.
It's on my way. I'm sorry, huh?
I love Torrance.
Want to go to Torrance? Isn't there an IKEA there? Is there an IKEA in Torrance or Carson? Okay. What's in Torrance? Tell me, give me something in Torrance. King's Hawaiian Bake. You smell it on the 405. Yeah, you do.
Good one. Good.
California. I learned this when I moved here from Germany. When you're in California, you say the 405, the 101. Weird. Yeah, okay. Okay, how about King's Bakery in Torrance?
That sounds great.
Okay, I wish to be in King's Bakery. That's nice. I like it.
He's got that written down in that shit.
Okay. Hi. What's your name, sir?
Paul.
Paul, you want to make a wish?
Sure.
Okay, pardon my reach. Okay. A person, a place, see where we're going with this? A thing, a fabulous object. And you're only limited by your imagination. It could be something real and tangible, like a Hawaiian bun, or a properly trained fire-breathing dragon. You're only limited by the Holy Grail. What would you wish to have? A torrent. That's a good one.
Any ideas?
Magic lasso.
Time traveling machine.
Oh, a time traveling machine.
that's good.
I haven't gotten that one this year.
Sure.
Well, I don't want to leave you if you want.
Yeah, that can be trusted.
Yeah.
Time travel.
A time travel machine. Okay, H.G. Wells, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to wish to meet Peter Pan. And we're going to travel to Torrance.
Exotic.
Wonderful. And we will all go together in your time machine. Thank you, this is great. Okay, so before you were seated, I wrote a letter, which makes a lot of sense now. I wrote a letter, sealed it in an envelope, put it in a container, locked it in the chest, hoisted it to the ceiling. I think it's time that we look. Yes?
Yes.
Please.
Fun fact, I installed that pulley on October 31st, 2011.
Really?
Anyone? The building was on fire at 12:30. I was in here on a ladder and the fire alarm went off. I thought I did something wrong. I went outside. Yeah. No, the house was on. They were retiling the roof and they had a blowtorch with a thing of place on fire. Scared the poop out of you. It's like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Okay, gentleman with a wonderful speaking voice. Want to come up and help me with this? You had a good.
Oh, a different volume.
No, you had a good stage presence. I'm gonna pick on him. Okay, right here. Thank you, sir.
Give us some nice fancy.
See, that was a. See, you were here for. You were a test.
Yeah.
There you go.
Point your
Okay,
toes a little.
you can do that with this. Like that. Okay, and we'll put this in here, and Ashley will take this. Okay, right here, in your best public speaking voice on the front. Oh, let it go.
Do not open until August 16th,
See,
2023.
that's why I picked it. Okay, we may open it. Okay, from the top.
The winner is.
From the top.
On the 16th of August, 2023, in the Parlour of Prestidigitation.
Yeah, break it down. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. The first wish will be to meet Peter Pan.
Pause for effect.
The second wish will be to visit Torrance-King's Bakery.
And the next one.
And the final wish
Oh, I like this.
The final wish will be to have DeLorean with flux capacitor.
Is that lost or you get it? Okay.
And Martin
No, my God.
will select the 5 of clubs.
No.
I don't believe it.
So the moral of the story is be careful what you wish for. You may retrieve it. Speak to the ballet. And we'll go to that was wonderful, thank you. That made my night.
Your Jesus Christ.
One more?
Yeah! Encore.
Let's see, the year was 1893. There was a young man entertaining in Coney Island. I know that's called flux capacitor. A young man was entertaining at Coney Island. He met a young lady. They fell in love and they were wed. They were together for over 3 decades. They traveled the world. They performed for royalty and presidents. They gained fame and fortune. Fate stepped in on October 31st, 1926. The man died. It was soon revealed to friends that the couple had a secret agreement. Should one of them pass away, they would attempt to send a message from the other side. They even agreed on a code word. And so on the anniversary of her husband's death, the widow would have a seance on the rooftop of the Knickerbocker Hotel here in Hollywood. She did this for 10 years, hoping to receive a message or a symbol or a sign from her beloved husband. His name was Eric Weiss, but we know him here at the Magic Castle as Harry Houdini. Okay, so your turn.
Yeah.
No severed monkey appendages. Right here.
Spell capacitor.
Right here, this one here. Okay, gently hold the corner here. Gently hold it
Sounds
here.
good.
Stand still, breathe normal. We are going to attempt to contact the spirit of Harry and his wife, Bess. Here we go. Tablecloth? Nothing? Can you let go but don't go in?
Swoop your foot in.
Yeah. Check for wires. Check for wires.
Give it a little something.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Hold on to that. When they had the seance, the medium would try and contact the spirit world and get the message. If he got the correct message, it was a successful seance. What was the message? Believe. That's a true story. Thank you so much. Damen and Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely enjoyed having you. I hope you enjoyed being had. For those of you who believe, no explanation is necessary. For those of you who do not believe, no explanation will suffice. With that, I bid you adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, farewell. Thank you. Keep the applause going. Have a wonderful evening. Come back to this venue at 10:15, 11:15 to see Dana Daniels. Thank you.
Martin, as your name.